Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of Gaming with the Powers. I'm Jake.
I'm Cierra.
And today we're going to be doing another episode of Board Game Got Backed for February. So I am glad to have Cierra back. She's coming back from out of town, so I've been doing a lot of videos by myself, and it's been kind of sad because I wanted to share some of these awesome things with her. But today, guys, we're going to be looking at Kickstarter and GameFound projects that I have backed in February and just some other projects, and she's going to try and guess which ones I backed and which ones I did not back. So we got 14 projects that we're going to be looking at today, and out of these 14 projects, babe, I have backed 3 of them. So I did good. Okay. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Okay, so the very first one we got on deck is the Hero Realms Dungeons. So Hero Realms Dungeon is kind of like a deck building type game, kind of like we have like Ascension, things like that. And this version adds like PvP and a cooperative 12 encounter dungeon adventure. And so these are all the things it includes. And basically, like I said, babe, it's you have a starting hand of like 4 cards, which is like money, and then you play those cards to buy other things, like kind of like Ascension, pretty much. But yeah, so this is the game in whole, a bunch of Kickstarter exclusives. Ended up raising a lot of money, like close to 1 million, I believe. $1,043,000 is what it was funded for. So yeah, Hero Realm Dungeon. What do you think?
I don't think you got it because I think it's too similar to Ascension. And we already have something close or other games like it.
You're actually correct. I did not back it. I did not back it for that reason. We have a lot of other games that are just kind of like this. This was very enticing though. I had this in my saved projects the entire month of February.
It does look cool. I like the bar.
The thing that kind of turned me off though for it too was the price point. So the entry price point was $60. And, you know, for just a basic card game, you're not getting a whole lot of extra stuff. Like you said, we have a lot of other games like this.
Yeah.
I decided not to
We do
work.
like deck building, but yeah.
But this is Hero Realms Dungeon. Okay.
I already know this one.
On to the next one. We have Vizzles number 4, Alice in Wonderland. So this is a series called Vizzles Visual Puzzles, where it is... you have a puzzle that you put together, and then once you put it together, you have an envelope as well. And so, let me see. So you finish your puzzle, then you open the envelope and try and find all the riddles. And there's 30 riddles in the game.
Rizzles?
30 riddles for you to look. So he has a differentiate one. So this is number 4, the Alice in Wonderland. He has number 3, the Peter Pan Neverland. The number 2, Mysterious Museum. The number 1 is the Movie Lovers Cozy Cinema, and the Bookworms. So you can pledge. What he's cool about this is he just does like one. So you can just pledge 1 puzzle, 2 puzzles, 3 puzzles, however many. So, but this is one of his new puzzles. So what do you think?
That is a yes, because I said you better get this one.
Oh man, I actually did not.
What? I thought you did get this.
So I backed. I did not get this one. I backed. So I backed his other one. So the last one.
I'm okay with
yeah. So the last one he had was the Peter Pan one, which actually came out like either a month or like 2 months ago.
Oh, I think they all came out together.
Yeah.
I thought they all. I knew you did that one.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as we got 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah, I did the last one, which was the Peter Pan one, which should be coming this month. It should be being fulfilled this month. It's on the way. But yeah, so I did the Peter Pan one, but not the Alice in Wonderland. But if you
look at the Alice in Wonderland one.
But if you want the Alice in Wonderland, we can always grab that one. I just didn't know because I figured you would like it. I just didn't know because I already got the Peter Pan one and we haven't tried that yet.
Yeah.
So I was waiting to see how
Let's try that first.
Peter Pan, and then we did this one. But
I think I mixed it up. I didn't realize this was only the Alice in Wonderland one that you were asking about. I thought you were asking about all 4 of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew you at least had 1 of them.
Yeah.
Because I said to get the puzzle game. But I didn't specify which.
Okay. Moving on to the next one. We have Once Upon a Line, The Butterfly's Breath. Okay. So this is a cooperative game where you are in the future and the insects are grown to massive sizes and you're using the help of these insects. But here's the interesting point about this game. This is a scratch-off game. It is a scratch-off puzzle game. So what you will do...
So once you play it once, you can't play it again?
Correct. Yes, and they also have recharge packs. But here's how the game works. You're going to have a character, and this character his power is going to be the shape of a line. And so it might be an L or like a 5 square shape, whatever that shape is. On your turn, you're going to scratch that off on the board. And then letters are going to be revealed. And once you reveal certain letters, there'll be like a text or a story card. And it's almost like a crossword puzzle / whatever. But there are certain spots on the boards that are bad. So you might encounter like skulls or monsters or things like that, which will reduce your time limit, which will effectively end the game for you. But as you can see here, you find the words to reveal the story cards, you read the text, discover new words, and then when you discover certain words, you'll be able to get more action tiles. So like if I scroll down, you can kind of see a lot of, so that's kind of how it works. You get all these different action tiles. See, there's all the boards. And so you scratch those off, and then those are like more different action tiles that you can have. And they have save points, things like that. But yep, this is Once Upon a Line, the Butterfly's Breath.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna say yes. No, I don't know. I was saying yes just because that says thank you. And then I realized, well, maybe that's not a thank you because he backed it. It's a thank you because they just were saying thank you to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This number?
Yes.
So yes, I did back this. I actually backed this because I thought it looked really interesting, and I know
it does look interesting.
I know you kind of like puzzles, like the crossword puzzle type thing. So I think it's like a different. It's just a different thematic, a different theme to a mechanic to a game. I've never seen something like that. So I actually went all in on this,
oh, cool.
And I got all of these. So I got the. So yeah, it's the one I did. So I did the original base game, and there was like 3 different expansions with I think I might have get the recharge packs too. I don't remember which one it was. No, I think I just got this one. So you get the Water of the Discontent expansion, Transit of Silver's expansion, the free Splendor Decoration expansion, the Deluxe Metal Token, and all unlocked content. So I think that's the one I did because I don't think I got any recharge packs. But yep, so I backed that one.
Awesome. I can't wait to try it. Thank you, Mercy. So wait, that's what I was going to ask. Is the thing on the top?
Because it got funded.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not specifically because you funded it.
No.
Or helped fund it.
Yep.
You definitely did not only fund it.
Okay, the next one. We have Dice Fights. Roll the Box. So Dice Fights is a dice rolling game where basically you take, let me scroll down here. So basically, let me see if they have like a little, yeah. So basically what you're gonna do is you have generic basic dice, which is either gonna be like a sword, a shield, or a money bag. And so your opponent has a set amount of health, you have a set amount of health, and you're gonna roll these dice, and then you get to choose what you want to do. Do I want to attack you, defend against you, or use the money to buy different upgrades? Okay. Your upgrades are buying different dice, so you can buy like a 8-sided dice, you can buy a 20-sided dice to do more damage or whatever. And then the cool thing about it is the box itself is an actual dice. So once you get to a certain amount of cash, you can buy the box and roll it, and like it's like 10 times more damage or like 10 times more
That's funny.
Things like that. But obviously it's a cute game because it's like, what is it? I think it's like
15. Oh, that's
$20.
20 bucks.
$20 for dice. So this is Dice Fights. Roll the box.
Okay, I can kind of see you getting that. At $20 isn't bad. When you were first going through it,
I saw $5.90.
I saw only 5 backers. I was like, oh, there's no way he didn't back this. He's not one of 5.
Yeah.
But I realized that's $5.90 collectors. That's pretty good. They got 5 people to pay almost $600.
Yeah.
Probably after shipping $600. 100 RU1 out of 136, or I don't think you did.
You are correct. I did not back it. While this does have a great price point, I think for $20, and it's a cool, fun little thing. I really, because it's only a 2-player game, I really just didn't see us getting this to the table a whole lot compared to the other games. Like, if we're going to play a game together, like, we usually like to play, I want something with a little more substance. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Agreed. This seems like it seems cool, and it's all dependent on what you roll, but it kind of could be repetitive. Yeah. Like, you're kind of taking the same actions each time you play, but it does seem cool. It's a cool concept.
Yep. So that is Dice Fights Roll the Box. Okay.
I already know this.
The next one. I think you and the entire everybody in our community knows what this one is gonna be.
Well, I can almost see you saying no because I know how you funded or how you backed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. But I'm technically still backing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so everybody, we all know that I'm backing Marvel United Multiverse.
And we know what Marvel United Multiverse
and we know
is. That's a yes.
Yep. So moving on. Okay.
So we got 2 down.
Yes.
1 to go.
Okay, the next one we have is the Horror Game Show, the board game. So the Horror Game Show is basically a very violent, almost like the what was the Badlands into Alice in Borderlands? Okay.
You better not have backed.
So basically,
I don't like horror.
Basically, what this is you are the director or producer of a horror show, kind of like the Hunger Games or something like that, and you're gonna have contestants that you lined up. You can hire different hunters or madmen to basically go in, and you are basically gonna kill these people and try and collect the most money for it. So you have all these miniatures.
I think, is this one you wanted to get back, or you wanted to back, and I said absolutely not? I said that's one of your horror game ones.
Maybe. So this does have a solo mode as well, but yeah, that's pretty much.
You might have backed it just for yourself then.
That's pretty much the horror game show. It's just horror.
This looks like that video game you play.
Dead by Daylight?
Sure.
Yeah. So what do you think?
No.
You can't remember. Dang.
That's no.
You are correct. You are correct. I did not back it. I actually saw it, like, that wasn't even one I actually had on my list. I was just making this video and just saw that it, like, fun. I didn't even see real.
I think you showed me that one or something similar,
Maybe.
And I said, I don't like horror. You shouldn't get that because I'm not going to play it with you.
All right, moving on to the next one. This one is called Four Corners.
This one looks cute.
So there's 2 different versions of this game. They have Four Corners Kaleidoscope and Four Corners Galaxy. It's basically the same game. It's just different pictures and theme artwork, basically. So you could choose which one. But basically the premise of the game is, as you see here, you're going to have these little squares. You're going to place a square down on the board, and then you have the option, like, you can take 1 action per turn, I believe. So your first action, you just put the square down. Your second action is you want to rotate the square, and you want to try and have 4 corners lined up in a picture, and you'll kind of get to know your goal cards, okay? So you'll have a card that tell you the picture that you want to make, and then what you're going to do is align the things. So like place, rotate, swap your tiles, perform special actions, and you score the matching corners. So kind of a cool take on a puzzly type game. But yeah, this is Four Corners. Price was $32. So $32 for either one. But yeah, do you think I backed this?
I don't think you did, but I think it could be one we buy later. But we'll see.
You're correct.
Yeah.
I did not back it. Again, I didn't back it.
Cool.
It looks kind of cool. But I agree with you. What I'm starting to see more and more on Kickstarter is a lot of these games that do have the, like, really good price points of like $30 or under. You still are going to have to pay shipping for that. And most of these companies, sometimes they're overseas. And so, or you know, everything is coming from China. You're going to be charged like anywhere between $12 to $15 for shipping. So really, you're paying $40-something. I would expect when this game comes out, it's maybe going to be around 35 to 40. So you're actually can get it cheaper just waiting for the game to hit retail and get it at a local game store or something like that. So that's kind of the reason why.
That makes sense. I was looking at this where it said the real retailer price.
Yeah.
And we have a good retailer we could go to, and I'm curious if they backed it. I want to know.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And again, like February, you know, I had that one game, The Once Upon a Line game, that was $90 for that. Marvel United, I'm spending a lot on that, so I was trying to be very conscious with what else I buy. Okay, moving on to the next one. Actually, yeah, I think I might have bagged 4. I actually might have bagged 4. Okay, next one. I can't remember. Next one, we have Hollywood 1947, a movie-making game of strategy and deception. So this looked really cool when I saw this. And what this is this is a social deduction game for 1 to 8 players. And I don't know why it's... there we go. Okay, so this is a 1 to 9 player game where basically you are going to be making a movie. You're a movie director, but what's cool is each individual person is going to have their own separate role. So you have different roles like the producer, the director, the actor, the actress, the cinematographer, okay?
Composer.
And within this, however, is a traitor, which is determined as a Soviet communist. And your goal is to sneak in and slight different communistic messages in the film without getting caught, okay? And
That's
so
hilarious.
Yeah, and so like you can kind of see there's different themes in each turn. You'll be able to do different things. And so, yeah, so that's kind of a cool play of how it works. And so there's 7 rounds, and so you'll flip the cards over. You'll have certain cards in your hand. You'll get to activate your abilities. And again, so it's like you're trying to, if you're not the communist person, you're trying to make sure the movie goes off without a hitch and find the communist. If you're the communist person, you're trying to sneak these little innuendos in there to be able to do it.
How is this a solo game? How's there?
I don't know.
Huh. Okay. I kind of think you might have backed this for 2 reasons. One reason is I feel like our group of friends we play with we're into social deduction games and lying. Porter. Just kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding. Not at all. He's not at all.
Shots fired, Porter.
He just knows. I just know he'll be watching this. Second thing is that when you pulled this up, is when you said, "Oh, maybe I did."
Yeah, I realized I made a mistake. So yes, I did. I did end up backing this for that reason, right? It's a 1 to 9 player game.
Oh, so you're calling Porter out too?
No, I'm not calling Porter. No. I did back it because it is number one. The price point is very cheap. It's only $27.
Oh, nice.
So and you get the costume expansion pack with it as well.
It sounds really cool.
And then it's 1 to 9 players, and so like you said, like whenever we go around a big group of people, I feel like we're always looking for games now that are like, hey, do you have like 6+ or whatever? And we don't have a lot of those games, so I was like, man, this game looks pretty fun. I think they would like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I ended up backing it. So this is Hollywood 1947, a movie making game of strategy and deception.
Yeah, we'll see you to play it soon, Porter.
Okay, the next one, we have Set a Watch, the Forsaken Isles plus Doomed Run. So the Forsaken Watch is a cooperative type, I don't really want to say campaign game because it's not really a campaign game, but it's a adventure puzzle game, that's a better way to put it, where like the box itself is the actual map, which is kind of cool. And so it's a card game, almost like Skytier Horde almost. It's like a tower defense type thing, but instead of lanes, you'll just have like monsters in a line, and the box will flip out to form the board, and you basically are going to have, you're like protecting it's called Set a Watch because you're watching your base or your campfire, and monsters will come and you defend. What's cool about the game is they use a bunch of different dice, the characters in the game. So like one character might use a 6-sided die, the other character might use a 20-sided die, and so based upon what character you choose, you're going to roll different dice, and that's going to determine what you do. But this is Set a Watch. So this is actually an expansion to the original game, which we do not own the original game, but you had the option to bundle the original game with this expansion for like $76. So that is Set a Watch, the Forsaken Isles plus Doom Run.
Okay. I do not think you backed this because you already spent too much money on Marvel United. You can't pay for the main game and the expansion.
Are you saying I'm broke? You're correct. Well, no, it's not because I'm broke. But you're right. The only main reason I didn't back this is just because I don't own the original game. And so I've had the original game on my list of wants to have for a while, but then like it's just one of those it's a very small game. It's like a one deck dungeon type game.
Yeah.
But then again, it's just like, when are we ever really gonna play it?
Yeah.
So
this is a game I'd want to go play somewhere else and try it out before I played it.
Correct. So that is Set a Watch. Okay. The next one we have Deep Shelf
Jellyfish
relaunch. Correct. So Deep Shelf is a board game for 1 to 4 players. And you are basically going underwater. So the Earth's resources have been nearly depleted and humanity has turned to the sea. And so you are going to be, excuse me, getting a lot of air. Okay, so Earth's resources have been depleted and humanity has turned to the sea. And so you're going to try to pursue wealth, knowledge, and glory as you take part in the Deep Shelf project. And so you're going to be going under seas and doing a bunch of things, but beware of the giant sea serpents that you can find. And so it's played over a number of rounds where you resolve 2 actions, and these actions can be sent to explore, resource extraction, build, do science, do a bunch of different things. So you have like cute little meeples of your actual ship and then like little constructor buildings, and you build different things and process ore and basically go along that. So yep, a nice cute little underwater game that you have right there. So this is Deep Shelf.
$78, is that what it was? Right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think you backed it, but it is the kind of game you like. Those are definite games you like. It reminds me of that Mars game.
Terraforming Mars?
Terraforming Mars.
Yeah.
But like underwater. So I don't think you got it because we have Terraforming Mars. But you might have.
You're correct. I did not back it, but not because we had Terraforming Mars. Because number 1 is $75.
Yeah,
so it's pretty high.
I was going to call you out.
And then number 2, I don't know.
It
I think what else drew me away was the length of the game. Yeah. 90 to 140 minutes really got it away from me. I
love that
Yeah,
cover.
it looked kind of cool.
But yeah.
So
that looks awesome.
Yeah, that looks awesome. For me, it was the price point, the length of the game being 90 to 140 minutes.
Yeah. We don't get to those too often.
Yeah, we don't get to those too often, so it really won't get played. And then my worry is that as it looks really cool, it looks like it has a lot of pieces.
Yes.
And so
like Terraforming Mars.
That was kind of my drawback there, was like, is this going to be difficult to get to the table? Yeah. So that is Deep Shelf, the relaunch.
Still looks pretty cool.
Yep. Okay, moving on to the next one. We have, I think it's number 10. It's game number 10 here. So we have Crypto Collector. So Crypto Collector is an auction board game where it's like a Japanese themed board game where you are trying to collect different pieces of art, and you have to bid on these different pieces of art and cards using the money that you have. And it's pretty much as simple as that. So it's kind of cool, like digitization, like Minecraft block figures in a way where there's coins, play mats, and things like that. So, yep, not a whole lot to this one. It's very short and sweet. You're trying to use crypto to collect art.
So how much is that yen? How much is yen to American dollar? I don't know how much these cost.
I don't know.
Okay, so you didn't back it then.
Yeah, she got me. I didn't know that one, guys. I should have had that planned out. Yeah, I actually think it was like only 30. I think it was like 30 something. Let me check on my phone. Let's see, 4,000.
It looks cool, but at the same time, I'm like
US dollars. It's $29.
Okay.
So basically $30.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked pretty cool. But here's what really drew it away from me is the auction. The auction aspect of the game. So I feel like,
we don't like
which is like a bidding, yeah. And so that's really like, again, most of the games we're playing, guys, are just me and her. And so we found there's games like, a game that I really like in our collection is Raccoon Tycoon. I love those economic games, but where it we don't like to get to the table, and it takes a hit for me is the auction and the bidding, because we don't like to bid or try to outbid each other. So we have to kind of house rule some things, and it just kind of takes away from the funness of the game. And so this was kind of the same thing. It was going to be one of those auction games where, like, if it was, and it's only 2 to 4 players. So how many game nights are we going to go to where we can bust this out? Yeah. So it's mostly just going to be me and you. And I was just like,
I agree.
From our man himself, Antonio Ferreira, we have his latest project called Stranger Tales. So I don't know if this is actually the 3rd game in his series, or this is just an extended game. But this is Stranger Tales. So Stranger Tales is a new game, actually. New game designed by Antonio Ferreira. He's done Tales of Evil and Boogeyman, which we both have. Check out those videos on Boogeyman if you want to take a look at that. I think that's definitely our favorite game from him, and we like how that game works. But this game has 3 different modes: a solo mode, a game master, and a masterless type mode. And it's a RPG and board game combined, which you'll play the role of the kids who have to face the evil. And so I think this is just these are the different evils here. And I think this is gonna kind of resume the story of Tales of Evil almost, with the Puppet Master. It's got that 80s, 90s pop culture. It's going to have the fusion system from Tales of Evil and Boogeyman and things like that. So it's just going to have a lot of those elements from what it seemed like to me. It was going to have both of the elements from Boogeyman and Tales of Evil combined. Like both those games combined into one.
Yeah, it's those evil cards.
Yeah. And so that's kind of, So that is Stranger Tales.
I'm stuck on this one. So we did like Boogeyman, but we weren't huge on Tales of Evil. I kind of don't think you backed it, but we do like ourselves the artwork and the concept behind this. We really like the fusion system. Yeah. It is fun and a pain at the same time when you get a friend that makes you sit on the ground. It's a boogeyman. But I'm going to go with you did not back it.
You're correct. I did not back this. Antonio, we love you and we love your games. But Boogeyman, I feel, is such a good game.
Yeah.
And how it works for us. And I don't want to...
Look at that book.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And that's what scared me. It scared me that it was going to be both a combination of Tales of Evil and Boogeyman. And I just want a game like Boogeyman.
Yeah.
And so we like Boogeyman so much and we love that game so much that I didn't want to get this and have it ruin Boogeyman, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking to Boogeyman. And so that's why I chose not to back this one. And
it does kind of look cool. I like the concept behind it.
Yeah.
Looks like this.
Again, I love the concept of his original game, Tales of Evil. I just wish I had a little bit more control of the actions.
It was almost too much reading. So seeing that book makes me a little worried that this one would be too much reading too. But he's a good writer, so it was...
All right.
Just depends on your style of games.
Number 12. Vadis and Gussy Gorillas. Okay? So, Vadis is...
Wait, are we at... You've already backed 3? We only have one more?
Yeah.
Because I already know the next one.
So we have Vadis.
What?
2 wildly clever games of trading and negotiation, okay? So Vadis is a politics and intrigue in the animal kingdom type game for 3 to 7 players, where you are going to merit your way into the star exhibit through politicking, okay? I can't remember exactly how it works, but it's hilarious. So basically you're going to position your animals by placing them in an open space. You're going to use crafty politics to advance your animals, and then you're going to bribe certain people or
peacocks.
Yeah, and then you're going to move the zookeeper around. And so it just looked like a hilarious type of game for me. In regards to that. And then you have, if you keep going down, we have Gussy Gorillas, which is the Gussy Gorillas, which is a blindly negotiate using the prized goods embedded in your primate fur. So basically, it's going to be, yeah, I know, this is hilarious. So you got to keep each other gussied up and well groomed. And so, like, you know, apes remove dirt and other stuff like that. You're going to see what else you can look at. But players cannot look at their cards in their own hand, but you can see the other players' offerings. And so you're going to simultaneously trade and keep cards one or two at a time to form your own personal collection of what you're seeing from everybody else. But if you get a pair, they cancel out. And special cards are not always helpful. So you had the option to either get like just Gussy Gorillas or just Vadis or both of them together, what you wanted to do. But yeah, Vadis and Gussy Gorillas.
Okay, I would think maybe not on Vadis because it's a 3-player or an up game. But Gussy Gorillas seems kind of funny. I don't think you did, but we might leap back Gussy Gorillas.
Okay. You're right. I didn't back any of these.
Yeah,
I wanted to so bad.
I
wanted to back Vadis so bad because it looks so funny to me with the like little rhino dictator meeples. But again, yeah, it is 3 to 7 players. And so we only play it at a party and then like...
And we don't go... Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we don't have a dedicated gaming group, but, like, look at the little crocodile with the top hat. But, yeah, so that is Vadis and Gussy Gorillas. But, yeah, we can always lay back it, maybe, or notify me for pre-orders.
Yeah.
Available. All right. Moving on to the last one. Well, cat's out of the bag.
Yes, I already knew this, too.
She already knew this. This is the late pledge. For Canvas finishing touches. I missed the Kickstarter for this, but I ended up backing this yesterday because I saw it originally come to late pledge and I forgot about it and then I did it. But I actually did not back the third one. I backed the second one. So the board you see here is the second the first expansion, which is this. But here's what's really cool. I'm really tempted to back the third one because when you put all 3 game boxes side by side, they make a picture.
Ah, how pretty.
And so, but again, so this is the first expansion, this is the second expansion. The first expansion, like I said, adds a whole new board, so you now get to choose from 8 cards instead of the original 4. And then like both these would be free, and then you'd have to pay for the rest of these. And then some of these cards are now reversible.
Oh, cool.
So they have a front and a back with different like colors.
Yeah.
So, you know, one might be blue and red, the other side might be yellow green. So that's interesting. And then I can't remember what else is on this playmat. I think they just add like different scoring ribbons and stuff like that. It says it, I think it says it down in here what it does. If you click, oh no, I can't see it. But then the second expansion adds these little portraits that you put the cards in, but that's really about it. And it's like whenever you have a portrait that has the most, or an artwork that has the most points that round, you get to put it in a portrait. For every round your picture is in a portrait, you get bonus points.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Okay.
But, yep. So that was Canvas. We really like the original game.
Yeah.
So we went
we'll have to do a playthrough. Have we?
Yeah, we did a playthrough. We have a review of Canvas.
We just play. I love that game.
On our channel.
It a lot.
Yep. So definitely check that out. But all right, guys. Well, that is the February February board game got backed. Taking a look at everything that I have backed for the month of February. Not going to be a whole lot for March either or April.
We're saving for our wedding.
Because we got wedding expenses to pay for.
And
but
we're getting married April 1st.
Yes, there might be 1 or 2. That I backed. So it's, I mean, you know, 1 or 2 ain't bad.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are enjoyed this content. Go ahead and drop in the comment box. Have you backed any of these games, or will you plan to late pledge any of these games now that you have seen them? As always, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when new content is dropped from us. And then, as always, guys, go ahead and subscribe to our channel if you have not already. All right, guys. Well, it's a pleasure. Y'all have a great one. Bye.
Bye.